here in downtown Cleveland. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Cleveland Browns. Alongside Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. Off we go from Cleveland. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Cuba Hubbard, will take it. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down is Young. On the move left. Now he takes off. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. And another first down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. That's taken it. It's Xavier Leggett. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, set.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
Well, I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw. But I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
On second down, Young. He's got it at about the 8. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
At the 7-yard line.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal.
Red, 30.
Out of the shotgun. Young.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up second and goal.
Ball at the 3, second down and goal.
Let's go now. 45, White, ready.
Hubbard. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
And on third down, that ball incomplete. On fourth down, on comes Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Panthers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
On the ground, here's Quinshon Judkins. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
That is fielded at the 13. Now a hit. He lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Young. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Judkins heading right, and he will not be able to turn up field. They'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Bill look to throw. His throw left is complete with Judy. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On throw, right side, taken by Njoku.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
For the field goal, a 38-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Browns will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This is Jimmy Horn Jr. on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set, ready, hut.
This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Young. That's to the receiver, Horn. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Blue check, down.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field.
Here we cut.
First carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Panthers football to begin this second quarter as they've got it 3rd and 10. Here's Young. Over the middle, he locates McMillan. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down.
Here we go.
First down.
The RPO, that's out to McMillan. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 2.
Let's ready.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. There he goes, inside the 30. What a run, he brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. They get 24 on that one. It's a Carolina first down.
Let's go now.
Carolina.
Now Dowdle. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
To the end zone and is batted away. It is incomplete.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack. But then they get their hands on the ball. And I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, like incomplete pass there, probably the best possible outcome. And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Terrell McMillan. Touchdown, Carolina. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Brian Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Panthers take a 10-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now, faking the give. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this will be incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, they'll set him to throw. We saw a lot of throws from him like that playing for UCLA last fall. This one, good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up the key third down?
And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Trap 50. Trap.
They'll look to throw yet again. Gonna get that complete. Jacoby Myers. And he'll take this one in. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown Browns. That is first touchdown of the new year. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He's got it. And the Browns will tie things up. It's now 10-10. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Down.
Look at play action with Young. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Field. Black. 95. Ready?
Now Young. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Tommy Tremble, tight end, the man he was looking for there. And it'll be second down.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but.
And he'll be taken down. They got him at the 50-yard line. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. Talk things over before third down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. This one intercepted. Inside the 20. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. Now, Greg, not only do they pick them, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back. for the pick six.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. On 1st and 10, here's Young. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Black shot. Ready. Set.
Here's Young. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Bronco switch. Let's go.
On a run, and here comes Judkins. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
36-yard line. 8 yards.
He'll drop to throw. Punt to his right. Off he goes. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Blankenship on the coverage.
Get it. Cowboy. Ready.
They'll throw out of the gun. Huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Can't tie the game or even take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Now a timeout for Carolina. It's going to be their second as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Set. Red black 40. Hut.
Throwing on second down, Young. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
The Panthers are going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
The Panther first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Set. Hut. Black. Ready.
Throwing is Young. He's going to let this one go deep. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
A 52-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers are able to cut it to 4. 17-13. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Now the former Vol, Dylan Sampson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase,
nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Derek Brown. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 879 Broncos. Ready?
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
Ready?
Here's Sampson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
when you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
It's a gain there of 26 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he's going to get belted at the end, but he keeps possession of the football. Setting up 1st and goal.
Ready, get! Come on, come on.
Sampson. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here?
And he's in. Isaiah Bond. Touchdown, Cleveland.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Let's go now.
On play action, Young. The catch made by McMillan. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Young. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18. Here's the pistol snap to Young. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone. And incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Ready, ready.
Out of the shotgun, Young. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. General McMillan was the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
White, 60 red, 60 red. Ready?
From the gun, it's Young. That's to left side, hauled in by Liggett. To the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Here's a run. From the 2 now, here's second and goal.
Ready?
Dowdle is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Into the hands of Myles Garrett. He's to midfield. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
Alert!
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Running left is Judkins. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big place to start this drive. How about 17 on this one? So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Set up. Bronco.
Here's Judkins now as we begin the fourth quarter. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
8. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Let's go. Ready.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. Over the middle, he locates McMillan. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
17 yards. And the Panthers, first down.
Young to throw on 1st down. That one complete to Leggett.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. The Bill Peppers in coverage, able to knock that one away.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Like, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Ready. Black 40. Black Ultra. Set.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Say what you want about this group, Mike, but they certainly aren't scared. I mean, not only to go for it on 4th down, but the quarterback decides to throw that ball into double coverage and somehow still resulted in them being able to extend this drive.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
On 1st down is Young. A throw there. Finally get. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
Down. Ready.
Little play action with Young. Check this down. That's Hubbard out of the backfield. And he's in. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a 1-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
Big moment coming up for the Panthers as they will go for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Blue striker. Ready.
To throw is Young. He's got a man. That's caught. Give them the 2, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? A dangerous Nicole Harden. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen, like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Let's go. Ready.
A 2nd down throw for Young. There's his Short one caught by Sanders. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains. I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Possibly the play of the game right here. It is 4th down. They'll go. Young. Open man, left side. He's got it. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
And that right there is going to end up probably being the play of the game either way, Mike. I mean, think, if you fail on that 4th down, you give the ball to your opponent. All they need to do is come away with a field goal, and you lose in regulation. But this coach, he's not playing for a tie. He's not playing for overtime. He's saying, I got the ball late in the 4th quarter. I'm putting the trust in my offense to not only extend this drive, but to go out and try to win this game.
Ready. Ken Black. Cut.
They'll run with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Set. Ready. Set.
One more time, it's Hubbard. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
In motion comes the tight end, Evans.
Set.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. It's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This is 1st and 10.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. That'll be taken in by Sampson. He's close to a first down. Gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's 2nd and inches.
They'll stick to the ground. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Now they'll set up to throw. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target,
Brings up 2nd
and that will lead to a second down.
30-yard line.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. And when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. With that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another
Shot 60, shot 60, cut like this.
They'll look to throw again. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction. He's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. And it's 1st and 10. The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Now here comes the screen to Sampson. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Now 2nd and inches.
Here we go, here we go. Liking, hey, Crash. Ready?
They'll run. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to make it out. He picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal. They'll run it here, and here's Judkins. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. Again, it'll be Judkins. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Tucker's extra point up and good. And the Browns have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Horn now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Right. Get hot.
To throw is Young. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. Late in the game,